Five-time UEFA Europa League champion Sevilla face Inter Milan in the finals of the UEFA Europa League. Welcome to the show, the Nutmeg on Guardian TV. It's really great to have you join us on the show. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, I must tell you that you have to subscribe already because we have awesome content on this channel for you, and make sure you turn on your notification so that you can get fresh content directly delivered into your inbox. So today we're going to be talking about the finals, and I've got an awesome guy, an awesome expert, a football expert, football journalist, Fisayo Diary, is going to be breaking things down for us with regards to the UEFA Europa League finals. It's great to have you join us on the show today, Fisayo Diary.
It's my pleasure, and of course, it's grateful joining you on this particular edition of the show.
So, Fisayo, between both sides, the Inter Milan side and the Sevilla side, some people will tell you the Inter Milan side is much more favored to get this one, but you really can't overrule or look past, the sort of success that Sevilla has had so far, in the UEFA Europa League, and, the influence that Julian Lopetegui has had on this side. But let's look at the Inter side for a bit. And would you consider this season a success if, say, Inter Milan actually lose that final to Sevilla? Would this have been a successful season for both Antonio Conte and Inter Milan?
I think so. They have. Yes, every Nerazzurri has reason to be disappointed, because when it seemed as though Juventus removed their feet off the pedal in the Serie A, Inter Milan and all other rivals could not capitalize. So I think, and again, Conte has been his usual self, complaining about players and signings and stuff, but they finished in the top four. That was good enough for them. And now in the Europa League, they've got into the final. They have a chance of winning the silverware. So I think they've done well. They've done well, actually. But no matter how well they've done, Conte knows he has to crown it with a title against Sevilla, one of the most difficult teams to face in this Europa League.
Oh, thank you so much, Fisayo. It's absolutely insightful what you've said. And just showing to the other side, the Sevilla side, it has been a really, really incredible side, especially post the coronavirus break that we've had across European leagues. And you're looking at this side led by Julian Lopetegui that I think currently on a 20-game unbeaten run, and you could say this side fundamentally, or this organization really knows their way around UEFA Europa League. You're looking at a record extending 6 UEFA Europa League title, and that is massive if you ask anyone. And they've already qualified for the Champions League next season. They finished 4th in the Spanish La Liga, and this side looked like a side that wouldn't cower to any more what you'd call perhaps more illustrious, opponents on the field of play. And really, my question would be that, do you think this is going to be very easy for Sevilla, facing an Inter Milan side, or do you think it's going to be like super tough for Inter Milan facing this Sevilla side?
I think it is going to be difficult for both teams. One, Inter Milan, it is going to be difficult because they're facing a very mature Sevilla side. It's not just the fact that they're a good ball playing side, but when you look at the experience scattered around that team, from Diego Carlos in the center of the defense, with Conte partnering him so well, to the midfield, you have the ever Banega, and then the attack, Suso. I've really loved him since he was at AC Milan when he joined from Liverpool, and now he's just like the Armenian Robin for Sevilla. And they have the necessary, or is it Luke de Jong that he wants to pick up front? So they're a very mature side. So that will make it difficult for Inter Milan. Inter Milan quite unexpectedly destroyed Shakhtar in the semi-final. For Sevilla, against Wolves, they kept knocking on the door till the door opened for them later. Against Manchester United, they had a good first half, and they wrapped up the game. So Sevilla will be very, very tough for Inter Milan to handle, because, like I said earlier, they have proven international players. They have a well-oiled engine, and we all know Julian Lopetegui. He has done a marvelous job at the Ramos Sanchez Piquan. And lest I forget, They also have the captain at right back, is Navas, who has been very inspirational to the side as well. And for Inter now, they will also be a very difficult side for Sevilla to face. Me, as a person, I've always dreaded teams in 3-5-2 formation. And when it's Antonio Conte, you know what to expect. He also has lots of experience running in the team. He has two arguably unplayable forward men, Lautaro Martinez and Romelu Lukaku, who have been a handful for their opponents. And Lukaku is on a run of 10 games in a row that he has scored now in the Europa League. So it's going to be difficult for Sevilla because you are contending with a team that is going to sit back and allow you to have possession and want to hit you on break. You know, they'll be relying on the likes of Ashley Young on one side of the wing back roles and Barreiro, I think, on the other side. So it's going to be difficult for Sevilla. But the good thing for Sevilla is that they faced Wolves in the quarterfinal and side. And as I mentioned earlier, they kept knocking on the door. They had the ball, they peppered the goal mouth of Wolverhampton Wanderers until they got the door open. In Inter Milan, they will see a team that is a little more experienced than Wolverhampton Wanderers. But if they keep at that, Sergio Reguilon will provide a lot of width and the left-hand side. Jesus Navas and the right Suso there as well. I think I'm not too convinced by Antonio Conte's final records. You know, you want your players to suffer and enjoy later, but in that process of suffering, allowing Sevilla much of the ball, they can create stuff. Suso will always cut in, get a pop at goal, you know. And then, of course, it will be Ocampos right at the left-hand side, or maybe Munira Haddad. It's always going to be a very difficult one for Inter. I think I'll give it a Sevilla win.
Quite insightful. Well, that's all we can take on the show today. But thank you so much for talking to us, Visayo, on the Nutmeg. It was absolutely insightful, you know, the things that you've shared concerning, you know, both Inter Milan and Sevilla.
Time for the opportunity to speak with a very wide audience, and I hope that we can do it some other time as well.
So that's all we can take on the show today. Make sure you enjoy the match today while looking forward to the UEFA Champions League finals between Bayern Munich and PSG. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you should absolutely do that. And let me know in the comment section what you think is going to be getting this game tonight. Is it going to be Sevilla, you know, getting a record-extending 6th UEFA Europa League title, or Inter Milan getting their first European title since 2010 when Jose Mourinho led them to the UEFA Champions League. Thank you so much for watching once again. My name is Solomon Fowe, and this has been The Nutmeg.